Hi, I'm back. Well, not really, but okay. Hi, guys. How are you? How's everything? I hope everyone's having mm, a very decent time. Because I feel like saying having a good time is over. I, you know what? It's not that I don't wish you don't have a good time. It's more like right now I'm trying to manage my expectations in life, and having a decent day is just chef's kiss. Okay, so I want to talk about like some. If you can see the thumbnail, the title of the video of today is I want to talk about some female rappers. Yes. Okay. I want to tell you why. How. Okay. So, um, Nick, my old editor, for ID, he and I we talk periodically. Sometimes just like sharing things. And today he asked me a bunch of stuff about like Houston rapper because he's just in this rabbit hole, which I love for him because Houston has some really great rappers. Yes. So the whole conversation just navigated towards like what other rappers I listen, and I just kind of the conversation I always drop in there is like, what about female rappers? What about female rappers? You see, that thing is subconsciously. If I ask you now, if you pause, just pause after I ask you this. Um, who are some of your favorite rappers? Pause. Unpause. Okay. Whoever you said in your head, that shit just popped in your head. The names, are they female or male? No shame. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm not trying to do anything. If you ask me now, I often also think about male rappers, which is shameful on my part because I listen to a lot of really good female rappers and I don't know why they wouldn't come like onto the top of my list. It's almost like a oppressor thing, you know? Not that I'm saying maybe, I fuck you guys. I am a millennial. We've been conditioned, okay? I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. So, I want to talk about female rappers that I really really like. And I think I was introduced to hip hop very young, and I think I would say fair to say that if you like hip hop, it's like a big ass community. We can be friends immediately and jam about like talk about what kind of what kind of hip hop do you like? What kind of rap you like? Which is fucking amazing. No, do you think? Like I think if you, for example, let's bring up the hype boys. Like the hype beast. Like if you're a Travis Scott person, then if you find another Travis Scott person, you guys will click. Maybe not like maybe not um to a deeper level, but at least you bond. Like there's a friendly like intro to a friendship or some sort. So um let's talk about some of the female rappers I like. I mean, I started, when I was younger. Missy Elliott is the biggest one, and she's still, in my opinion, one of the most legendary female rappers. Like, if you are not familiar, if you're young, right, or if you don't know that much, go find out. The reason I don't want to really explain things in my video is because first of all, I'm not one of those channels. I'm just like kind of recapping and saying shit I like. And I think there is a really thick layer of joy when you do some research. And I don't just mean ChatGPT, because I think ChatGPT will give you like a little intro, and then if you ask more, but it's very like mechanic. It's very just like robotic about like, oh, she did this, she did that, and then blah blah blah. But there's no feeling to it. So a lot of times when I run into like when I find new artists or new artists that I'm not familiar with or people like that, I go on YouTube and I find all kinds of video about them, and it's so nice. It's so just that feeling of learning something that you like is so nice, and you learned it and you have a personal take after the information was received, and I love that shit. So I really strongly encourage, I really hope whoever's watching or listening to my episodes, you guys can develop with me this habit of researching and enjoying learning, which will be tremendously, it will make me so blissful that if I can just affect one person. I'm not at one person at a time. I do have big goals, but let's go small baby step it. Okay. So Missy is a big one. You know, obviously if you're not alive or too young during that time, but I would still think, I will hope you know who Lil Kim is. You know, if you don't, oh, she has a really fun backstory. You guys definitely should look her up. Like her connections with Biggie and like how she came about and what she did for female in general, not just hip hop or anything or African Americans, none of that, but like female in general. That shit is amazing. Although I think, yeah, she does suffer. And when I say does, I mean still from some, you know, old school thinking and stuff. But hey, go find out on your own. You draw your own conclusion. That was mine. But girl, applause. Applause, applause, applause. Yes. If you're watching the video, it will make more sense. I'm trying to not say each sentence so collectively jammed together. I'm practicing. Okay. I know you don't mind. Okay, let's just say. So, when I was doing a little bit of research before we started, and I was really like, because hip hop, like rappers, like is really different than, you know, I would say, you know, would you say Lauryn Hill was a rapper? Would you? I don't think you should categorize someone like her. She's uncategorizable. She has all kinds of different things, you know. Also, like Erykah Badu, does she rap? You know, in some ways, you know, it's not like a, you know, like a typical by the book rapper, but she does, you know. And all these amazing, beautiful women. Sorry, I'm gonna ADHD a little bit. I recently saw Lilith Fair, that documentary. I cried. I really did. Oh my God. I love women. Not romantically, but don't get me wrong. I love women. Man, when we are band together and just enjoy ourselves, that shit is so beautiful. It is. It really is. I love women. Like, I love men. I love women. I love it, like people. But man, that documentary just highlights like womanhood in such a way that was, it could only exist at that time. And I really like the way they shot it. The editing was really good. So if you want to know what that is, go find out. I'm gonna put a picture of the poster right here. Okay. So that is something I recommend you doing. Watch some music related documentary. Those are always kind of like, even if they don't end well, you learn a lot. So I love those. Okay. So before I start, what my category as a great or just good female rappers in my book, it's three things. It's three things. First, lyrics. I don't really want to talk about sonic, like beats and stuff. That's gotta be good in order to get in. I don't want, that's like kind of like just given. So lyrics. Sometimes people are like, well, if someone writes for her, then does it count? I feel like if you have to ask that question when I'm mentioning about lyrics, then, you know, I feel like, yes, I think it will be tremendously beautiful if she wrote everything herself. But if she had help, that's also acceptable. We're women. We don't have that kind of ego. You know, like if you write it all by yourself, damn girl, get it. But if you had a help, you know, I'm still glad you got it out there, you know, because it's so kind of like not easy, right? So lyrics, their own blend of identity as a rapper. Like, you know, when I just mentioning like Lil Kim and, you know, even let's say the Brat from like the 90s or I can't think of any, like even TLC. I think they fit into a very stereotypical, like what that genre was, because back then they were just trying to kick open the door. There's not much freedom. So they were doing the best they can and doing the most they can in their kind of category. So, second, what I'm saying, the second thing is like, yes, I do have notes. If any of you guys have a problem with me reading my own notes, again, please eat a dick. Just choke on a dick and shut the fuck up. Okay? That was very aggressive, but you get what I mean. So, second thing is who she is, her personality, and what her brand of rap is. And finally, does she have like a conviction of her image? Those three things. One of them on here I have a problem with, but she salvaged herself lately. So let's talk about it. Okay, let's just go one by one. Okay, no in particular order, not even alphabetical order. Just here, like here. Listen, I'm just writing shit down as I go, as I remember. So I put it on there. Okay, let's first one. Let's talk about is I'm gonna insert her shit here. Sorry. Oh my God. I forgot to mute my computer. Sorry. I got a lot. Okay. I have a cat hair stuck on my, sorry. Okay. So first name, I'm going to insert her here. Her name is No Name. It's not a big, really just a great name. I don't really care about what her real name is. Don't matter. Not the point. Okay. No Name. I think she was, let me check my notes. She is from Chicago. Goes Chicago. I don't know what the short term is, but I think I came to know of her about, I would say at least, I don't know exact time or date or year even, but I would say I believe it was when this album, I'm gonna put it in here, is the pink one. Yes. I heard it and someone recommended it to me. Whoever you are, thank you. I just put it on, and before I know it, the album was repeating. Like, it was so natural to just listen to the whole album, and then you're like, wait, I heard this song already. Oh, I looped. It was one of those. Everything she said it in such a melody that is just like, you hear what she's saying, and you hear I would say even some of it, like I would say her numbness in her music, where she's just fighting for everything, and but just gets beat down all the time. And she's a chill. I don't know her obviously, but if anybody in this world was somehow this video landed on her page, or oh my God, cat hair. Just she somehow sees it, like girl, damn, you're doing so well. And I feel like she's one of those. She had writes really good lyrics, and she's very I would say on this list, now that I'm looking at it, especially with my notes, hand notes, a lot of these are very politically strong women. They do stand for a cause, but I don't think I need to. Not that I don't want to, but if you're on my channel and if you're like, where are black women struggle? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, do that. Whatever you're doing, whatever you plan to do with your life, don't do that. Just do something else. If you don't know how women, and especially black women, struggles, come on, get a grip. So she has a very strong anti-capitalism idealistic to her music. Like, you can hear her. She's also living her life in her truth, like in a way that she's not chasing the fame. And she's obviously not a person that is out there that is, just, looking for the glam, which in any form or shape, a lot of people get into music looking for that. And she just have a point of view. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think for when I was working at ID China, we have a year and rap. That is pretty interesting. And she made our this album. She made it on our top 10. We only had 10 slots. She made it on our top 10 album of the year because she's just that good. Okay. Okay, cool. Next, I think a lot of people will know her, especially recently. If you don't know of her, you will probably gotten to know her recently because her Tiny Desk just blew up. That shit just like a giant pimple, just. Sorry, I know that example wasn't what you wanted, but you know what I mean. And her name is Rico Nasty, and she is so lovable. I really like her a lot, even though she got a BBL recently. I think that's what she said. But do you, girl? Whatever makes you feel good. Do you? So she's very different. She's very strong. I'm not saying she is the same category as like when it comes to lyrics, but her personality is one of those that you just cannot and should not ignore. She does a lot of she has a lot of punkness to like a lot of punk elements in her production. You know, she's not one of those like you can't really categorize me kind of. I think I started like when I first know who this person was like a while ago, because a while ago she did come to China and she performed and she had a lot of fun. It was a small show. I couldn't make it, but my friends were there, and they just had a great time with her. And you know, I hope she will come back soon. Again, universe, if you want to deliver this to her, please come back. We need you. I want you to perform. Please don't charge us that much money. Just come have fun, girl. Come have fun. So she has a lot of different genre of music in her music, which is, I mean, I don't know how old she is. It doesn't matter. It's like now is the perfect time to have a soup. You know, like put things you like together and make a soup out of it. And why not? And she even have like hardcore shit in her song. Like I read an interview. I didn't read it. I saw an interview of hers where she was like, I love Slipknot. And you're like, damn, girl. So yeah, Rico is also, she's on a lot of people's feature, and she hasn't really hit mainstream because I feel like someone as strong as her and as uncategorizable, interesting like her, it's really hard to find a spot for her in like a mainstream kind of way. But I'm hopeful because if we can make way for Billie Eilish, there's definitely room for someone on the top that it's someone like her. And she has the energy. Have you seen her perform? Go watch her Tiny Desk. Oh my God. Get it, girl. Love you. Okay, the next one. Oh, this one is like, she's just, I don't know too much about her on purpose. I don't want to find out too much about her because I like her music so much. And if she is not, you see the things when you like some artists really, really just much, you hope the imaginary image that you build up for her in your head is who she is. But obviously that's not going to be. She is her own person. You can't do that to her. But I just hope, I think she is, but I don't know for sure. But I hope she is as cool as her music. Like she gives you that ultimate, if this was like a high school setting, she's that girl. She's the queen bitch, like energy, you know. And I'm not talking about any like soft little girl, you know. If this was Euphoria, she would be Maddie. And it's like Kelly's 47. That's her name. I don't care what their real name is. I'm not interested in dissecting people and trying to pretend to know them. I don't. One of her most favorite, like I think a few years ago, she dropped this album, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It's one of those. It's like her music is like, it's something that you can get into immediately, but she will surprise you with her sonic talent and her music. Never mind her lyrics and her strong brand of like, she doesn't come out and say like, oh, people are like, oh, are you part of the LGBTQ, plus community? First of all, none of your business. Really. Even if she was a unicorn, I wouldn't give a fuck. Not because I'm woke or anything. It's just, it has nothing to do with me. She live how she lives. And I just care about her well-being so she can consistently put out great music. She is very well known to wear that, like a little mask. Here, I'm going to put a picture here. A bandana mask that she makes. There's a reason for it. For the love of me, I really fucking can't remember why. I saw an interview where she explained it. See? Hey guys, I'm not a commentary thing. This is just me jibber jabbing, so don't come for me if I don't know all the answers and stuff. Just consider two friends talking, okay? But there was a reason why she performed with that mask, but lately she's doing less. I'm guessing, if you make me guess, gun to my head, like guessing, I felt like it was like a safety thing for her. Like I feel safe performing behind a mask. I could be wrong, but I think she's one of those who are just like very strong. Like her identity is so strong, and she switched shit up too. It's not just like, oh, this is a hardcore rap, gangster rap. She has, I remember for the new album, especially this one, my God, is it not fucking just great. I loved it. I don't care what anybody else said. I loved it, okay? Again, any of this video, if the universe just like to, transcend it to them, I really love your music. You're doing so fucking amazing, and I'm so proud of you. And keep going, girl. Keep going. I'm going to stream it till you believe me. Okay. So the next one is Kemaya. And you're like, QZ, who's Kemaya? Ooh, you're going to make me say that shit again. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? You don't know? If you listen to hip hop, not just any casual hip hop listener. I'm not talking about, oh, I listen to da-da-da. I listen to Travis Scott. I like Kendrick. I like blah, blah, blah. All of that. You can do those. But if you are a hip hop head, you love hip hop on a secondary or third level burn into your brain level loving, and you don't know who Kemaya is, I highly doubt your passion for music, especially hip hop. She's an old school, I would say semi old school, but she's not big like Lil Kim or Missy Elliott, but she's not old. That's the thing. She's not old. Like, what am I saying? Sorry, I retract that immediately. She's not old school. She just have that old school vibes. Like when she opens her mouth, when she starts singing, you're like, wait, I heard something is tickling my brain. Like, this sounds familiar, but flipped. It's fresh. I think she was on, what was that magazine called? There's like a hip hop magazine where they do a freshman class every year. XXL, yes. Sorry, brain fog. I think she was on the cover of the freshman, like they do a freshman, like the most promising and stuff. They could be wrong, I mean, I think Iggy Azalea was on it one year, but don't matter. Yes, Kemaya was definitely on there one year. I forgot which year was it. But she's on there. She's like, even the hip hop heads like, dude, look at this. Look at her. Look at her go. So, she's one of those, and she's not afraid to just have fun. Go listen to her music. If you like actual rap music, and then she's one of those, she has a strong vocal voice, like the voice, it's kind of like me, kind of like Whiskey, sort of like very low pitch. Sorry. So it's like very soothing to listen to her because when she goes like this, not that I'm trying to mimic her, but she has one of those voice and she can go high a little too. As she switches it up, it's so fun. Go listen to her shit right now. Like right now. Pause this video, come back later and go listen to it right now. Okay. Did you pause? Did you come back? Welcome back. So the next one, I don't think I should say too much about her because she's already huge, and it's Lil Sims. Lil Sims is also, she's very, I would say her point of view is very, very strong. Like she has a very anti-establishment undertone to all of her lyrics, and she's not happy with like how people are categorizing, especially female rappers, and she's just, her voice also have that. I think her voice is very unique. If you ask me to describe it, I would say like a really nicely made macchiato. It's got some like dark tone to it, but she has that break in her voice that is like very, like I said, it tickles you. And her lyrics are very strong, her beats, and she works with very interesting people. She is not shy to try different things. And the fact that if you look at her collabs, like not collabs, but her features, like she's featured on someone's feature on her stuff. Sorry, I talked a lot today, so I'm stuttering a little bit, like I'm rambling my words, but I don't think you mind. But if you look at her feature list, she works with people that just the people she work with alone, like her taste and who she deems are like, I aspire to make music with you and stuff. The list of that is also fucking amazingly impressive. I could be wrong, but she definitely have, songs with Moses, Sampha. I think did she do something with Blood Orange? She might have. I could be wrong. But, a lot of really, Eve Tumor, I think, also. Like, also really, really just interesting people. So, Lil Sims is great. She's from the UK. She's really big. And I think there was this video interview where she would say she was heavily influenced by Lauryn Hill. So that's, I think if you don't like Lauryn Hill, I don't know what's wrong with you. You gotta go see, you gotta go find professional help for that. But yeah, I think Lil Sims is big enough where I don't have to repeat it that much, but she's great. She's amazing. She really is. So give the girls a little props. Again, all of these women, if you know them personally and you're like, but she's not like that in real life. She's a fighter. See you next Tuesday. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't know her. They're not unproblematic people right now for the moment being. And they're making great things. They're creating great things. And I'm praising their creation. So stop trying to be so PC. Like, oh my God, I'm getting so canceled on this episode. I get canceled. I think I cancel myself every episode. So okay, next. Let's talk about, next one on my list is I really love her. I think I'm going to manifest. I think I might get to meet her soon too. Like if comically everything works well, I really want to meet her as a person, is Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack she's not super big, but she did have a little burst of moment. I do not know. Like I said, I would like to, but if it tread the line as gossip, I have no interest. But more like she did have a moment in, I would say 2018 to like around the pandemic era, and she caught on a little bit of a stream, like a little hype to go up there, but it kind of just almost like it feels like she doesn't want it, like for the good reasons, like let me do my thing. Her songs are, I remember there was one album or EP where all her songs are really short. I think like under 2 minutes, but they were all bangers. They were all like she is. If you have not known this person, Tierra Whack, you don't know who she is. I think the first thing you need to, before you listen, go off and listen to her music and be like, oh, QZ, tell me to wait. Go find a clip of her. I know it exists. I know it does. Find her Instagram live video someone recorded that she would rap freestyle live on a, like, I think the one I saw in my head, brains do really weird things, but I remember she went on live one day and I just clicked it, and then I was just putting my phone next to something, I was doing something, and she started rapping on the Prince of Bel-Air beat. This is a story all about how, that beat, and then I had to stop what I'm doing and look at the screen and be like, what is happening? How is she spitting like this? You know what I mean? Like, woman, holy crap. Like, it was impressive to the max. And, even with her freestyle, she came on, like, with the lyrics, and it's not like cheap lyrics either. She has thoughts. And the other thing I really, really love about Tierra, yes, I use the word love, relax, okay? Tierra is her sense of fashion, like what she wears on the red carpet and how she dresses herself. This is the first, I would say the big first time where I see someone is as quirky and as fun and as not give a fuck as her, but she looks good. Like, for example, I would say, like, what we have the thotty hotties, like the thotty baddies or whichever, the hotties, insert your own picture in your head. And we have the stereotypical, like the very femme or very, very gender neutral ones and stuff. Like, there's always like a category where girls dress like either really cool. You know how TLC dresses really cool, all their stuff. And the ultra feminine, I would say, like probably like Beyonce. Not that they're rappers, I'm just saying female, like especially African Americans or just black women singers in general, all around the world. Like, even if you think about Tyla, she's very like sexualized, very, very girly, very feminine, And then there are those ones that, don't care, regardless of their sexual orientation. If they don't care, they can dress comfortably. But Tierra is one of those that she has fun with fashion. And that is so rare. Like, honestly, I can't think of another person, especially a black girl, that has so much fun with fashion. I would say, yes, Rihanna has a lot of fun, but she's one of those ultimate, she is the mother of like cool. Like, she can be very feminine, but she always looks fucking cool, But Tierra is more like, I'm wacky, I'm quirky, but I love it. So, and she's, even her music videos are very quirky, very interesting. You don't know what she's trying to tell you, but it's just like, you can't look away. You're just like, oh, and then, and the beat you drop it here. What is happening? So she is definitely one of those who I really, out of all of this whole entire list of amazing women, she will probably be the one I will root for the most, because she's talented. Her personality is very strong, and damn girl, her vocabularies are, you just have to look it up. Don't let me make that call for you. Look it up and come back and tell me if I'm wrong or right. And usually I'm right. Yes, usually. Not always, but usually. Okay, next. Sorry, did I just scream into the mic? Got too excited. I should get a mic stand so I can move. I'm having fun holding the mic though. Look at my purple mic. Okay, so the next one is the one that I mentioned earlier. What I mean is their personality is like, but before I start, is Princess Nokia. I remember I heard of Princess Nokia from like someone else's playlist. I remember she was this unrefined girl that even the EP or album cover, I would say, I'm guessing EP, that she was this like no makeup girl wearing baggy crew neck, like a sweatshirt, um, with her little freckles. She was holding a basketball, and the song is called Tomboy. And I listened to it, and I immediately went like, holy shit, who is this? And her name is Princess Nokia. What a cool name, And then soon after I discovered her, she came to China. She performed, and it was for an H&M thing. It was like a crossover H&M thing. But she, unfortunately, her team, I would say, I wouldn't even blame her for most of it. Even, well, no, that's not fair. Okay, so she did have some points off from when I first saw her. I really liked her music. So I was having really high hopes on like, oh, she's going to come perform. Let me go see it. Girl, you come through even though there's not a lot of us, because first of all, promoting yourself in China is a whole different thing, which that's what I'm working on. If you're a foreign musician that has a certain amount of hopes in China, holla at me. I got you, dude. I got you. But she came to perform, and due to the lack of promotion, and people don't know her. She's not even big in the western side of the world. She's not huge by any means, but she is always that independent darling, I would say. I think she didn't have a good time performing because she doesn't know the customs of China. Like, that's a whole nother thing we can talk about, but Chinese people are very timid people. They don't make a lot of noise. And a lot of concert here, you got to sit down. You can't stand up, just for orderly reasons, because there's too many people going to a show. It could be chaos. So they're so used to that. And for them to mosh and stuff to your music, it's very, only a few people in the world can do that in China. And even if you can, doesn't mean you're allowed to, not for whatever reason you're trying to think, not that. It's just, it's orderly. And people are so used to not moshing. So she had not a so great time. She threw the mic and she walked off after like 3 songs. I saw her outside when I grabbed a smoke. But I gave her a prep talk. I'm like, hey, I saw you. Are you okay? Like, you didn't seem like you had a lot of fun. And she was like, yeah, it was just like a whack set and stuff. And I was actually quite taken back. Like, if you come to a foreign country where it's not your fault that they didn't promote, and it was your opportunity to influence, to get people to know who you are, you shouldn't be acting like you're not Mariah Carey, okay? So don't have that expectation. Relax. So even with that, I wasn't saying like, oh, she's blah, blah, blah. We all grow. She probably grew, like, I don't know her, So what I meant by that is, after the whole Tomboy, that song came out, she had a little bit of a like a, track record that was just like, what are you doing? Like, she would start feuds with other, kind of almost like she was trying to do what Azalea Banks was doing. But then that didn't end well for Banks. Why would you follow in her the same footstep? And her music suffered too. Like, there was one music video I saw, and I had immediately went to my best friend. I'm like, yo, this is the new version of Nokia, like Princess Nokia. And she's like, it's like she's trying to be J-Lo from the 2000s. I'm like, I know. And then she just keep on changing. Not that I don't welcome change. Hey, we all have our different interests, and if they peek through, they peek through. That's your mood today, great. But what I'm saying is, it just genuine felt like either she is insecure and don't know where she's going, or her management is doing this to her. Either way, she had a little bit of a fluctuation and be like, very just like, you just have to watch from the sideline and be like, are you okay? Like, luckily, her new EP came out, and I was like, oh, she found her new footing. And I think if anybody, it's not like she needs a second chance or anything. I think she got started so young, and when you're young, we're all idiots. We're just fucking idiots. Okay. So I think we should give people grace and just try her out. Listen to her stuff. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I'm one of those. I think you should listen to her tomboy stuff and then just scam through some of the shifting stuff, I would call, like that era, and then go listen to her latest. I think it's like redeemingly well done, really pretty well. I was surprised. Okay, next. Before I put a photo here, I just want to say, like, I'm tremendously sad this person is no longer with us. She has passed away, I think, in 2020. Yeah, it was the year during COVID. And I really liked her, and it's China. She was, first of all, she was beautiful. Not that anyone on my list is not beautiful, but I do mean she was beautiful in the most, like, almost like heroine chic. You know what I mean? She was a model. She was signed to like a major, I think, I could be wrong, IMG model agency. She's like very just beautiful, but she had that sadness with her. So a lot of her stuff is like trap based, but the beats and the helplessness of her lyrics comes through so vivid and pungently to you. You can't really avoid it. And her songs, some of it is really short too. I think that was just a whole trend during that time. She passed away from OD. I remember the day she passed away. I thought it was a joke, and I was just like, that's incredibly mean. I looked at my phone and I keep checking. She did pass away, and it's very sad because she's very talented. She's from Philly. Go Philly. Okay, so I remember she has ties, like not ties, but she is in the ASAP Mob universe. I think she was like introduced. She's friends with someone or something. I don't remember who. I don't remember that detail about stuff, but I do remember I was very shy. Sorry. I'm just having a senior moment. I'm not shy. I'm just very shocked. As in, like, what? It was a very interesting story. Again, go find out on your own. It's like, I want to leave the really interesting shit so you can discover yourself. Go look it up. But no, sadly, she's no longer with us. And her music is one of those that, like, I think if she's still around now, that I think a lot of Playboi Carti fans would really like her, because she just had that, she has like Greek tragedy vibes. Like, I know it's not nice to smile, but like, I'm smiling in reminiscent of how talented she was. And, it's just a shame. Go listen to particularly this song. Go listen to it. This is your entry song to her discography. And again, you're welcome. Okay, we have 3 more. This is going to be a long video. So or long podcast episode. You just listen and you enjoy. And we're just having a conversation, right? Okay. So the next one is one that, not for the lighthearted. She's definitely not for the lighthearted, not because of anything else, but because how unbelievably unavoidable she is. Like, once you know who she is, you can't unknown something, like, but she is one, she will stick in your head. Once I tell you who it is, if you know her, you could be like, yes, it's Cupcake. Not only, I think she's from Chicago. Damn, Chicago, come through, man, with all the female talent. she's very vulgar in the best way with her lyrics. Like, I don't give a shit about what you think. I don't care if you're comfortable with this or not. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it until you learn to be comfortable in my world. Excuse me. I feel okay. You just like, okay, let's go. I want to know. She has a lot of filthy things to say, and you just got to love her for that. I mean, to be fair, come on, you know what I'm going to say, right? You know what I'm going to say. You know. So yes, she's filthy, and I fucking love her for it. Why not? You know, right? So, and I think she's more unapologetic with her physical appearance. She doesn't care if her existence makes you uncomfortable. Isn't that just power? That's just raw power. You know, I think a lot of people were saying, like, bigger girls, very sexual, blah, blah, blah. Well, I know Biggie was really, really just okay with the lyrics back then, was like not as crazy as now, but he did say he would hook up with his friends' women. So, I'm just saying, if they can, we all can, right? Let her be. She's having fun. She's strong and she's forward. Why not? Let her do her thing. And I think this is your intro song to her. If you're only listening right now, I just dawned on me, I never said the title. I'm sorry, then you just have to go watch the video. I am not re-recording all my solo episode. I just want to go at one go with no cuts, because then it's like a real conversation, like, even though, yes, I'm kind of technically talking to myself like a crazy person, but I know you appreciate it, right? Okay. So go watch the video. I'm not going to recap it in the caption. Yes, I'm going to drive people to go watch my videos, and I'm really sorry. So yes, Cupcake, this is your intro song to her. Next, even her name. Okay, so she's from New York. That I know for sure. Her name is Jungle Pussy. That's it. If you don't know who she is, go look for her shit right now. You see, the thing is about Jungle Pussy, I love the energy that she has. She has so much humor in her lyrics. It's like sarcasm. A lot of people were like, well, but she's telling, like, there's one particular song I think people are misunderstanding. She's being sarcastic and be like, oh, so you're just saying women just wants money. Why not? Men wants money. Why can't women want money? It's like, well, but you're asking to give her some money. I'm like, you don't like free money? What? What do you mean? Like, I want free money. Give me some money. You know what I mean? Like, stop judging people so harshly. God damn, She's got a lot of satire to her style. She's not afraid to just be like, I see you. I'm going to call you out on that. And I'm ratchet. I feel how I feel. Then that's how I feel, And, in my notes, I said, like, there is a really fun story between her and Erykah Badu. Oh, I know what it is. It's like something, I think, again, I'm going to say this every sentence. I could be wrong, but I'm not really good with the details. But I think she has something, like, she ran into Erykah Badu somewhere. And then Erykah Badu bought her groceries. Like, it's like a whole little cute, wholesome little story. Go look it up. It's really cute. So, I think what makes her unique is, even though you think she is sexualizing her lyrics and stuff, but the irony of her lyrics and the sarcasm and the raunchiness, yes, that's the right word, in her music is so just again, unavoidable. You just have to really, really pay attention to her. And her music is really fun. Like, if there's a club and you play her music, the girls gonna start shaking their booties, like just good time. Like, even though the lyrics could be a little, whatever. I would say this will be her good entry song for you. Because the reason a few artists that I will have entry songs because, like, they are less well known. So if you know all of it, your good taste, go stream their stuff so they can get some money. Yeah, just like over and overall, Jungle Pussy is just great. Okay, last but not fucking least is Tommy Genesis. I think she's Canadian, but I think she has like Indian descent. Like, she has Indian. I could be wrong. Again, I didn't do thorough research. I'm not a commentary channel about like stuff. It's just, I could be wrong, but from her music and from her little interviews that I saw, like, she doesn't do a lot of interviews. So from the little that I know she's from Canada. And then, it's just she's, I wouldn't even say she would be a typical rapper, but she does rap. Like, her lyrics are, you just have to really listen to understand what she's saying. You have to like carefully listen. But her songs are so experimental. She often puts like a lot of electronic stuff in her music and a lot of like different culture music, different instruments and different kind of style together, kind of like Rico, but hers is a little bit more, Rico is about the loud, like, the punk and the hypeness of a song. I can bring you this, I can make you this hype. But I think Tommy is more like a groove, more just rhythm, like really rhythmically, just really nice to listen to. And she has some bangers, my friend. She has some bangers. And the fact that she is her feature list, the list either she was featured on whoever was featured on hers, her feature list is incredible. Like, she would have, didn't she do a song with Twig or someone? I could be wrong. Again, my memory is just not good. I just don't care to remember details. I want the bigger stuff. But she did work with, and I think she will continue to work with. She had an album released this year, actually a few months ago. And it's fucking great. The album is great. And, from her previous work, I'm going to put one here. This is her entry song if you don't know her. And this is her latest album. Do you see just the image itself as a shift? Like, I love, one of the other thing is I love it. Oh, it's a category that I forgot to mention, but that's not strictly for female, the lyrics, because people are like, why are they good female rappers, But in general, she falls into that category. In general, there is a quality I look for, especially for people who has been making music for, more than one album, that I want to see their growth in the album. I want to see how they articulate, how they create things, and sonically how they reflect their growth. Like, I don't care what happened to you, but what was the lesson? Give me your lesson. I want to see how you learn this from that. I want to know, like, you remember, like, I think Tyler dropped an album. I think, what was the album's name? The black and white one. Shit. See, I'm not good with details. He said he went to therapy. And he had this newfound feeling of stuff. And you know what? I think that album was actually pretty solid. I think a lot of people were like, oh, it is not as heavy, it's not as like exciting and stuff. But it's because he's going through a change. And I think growing with an artist as you age and your artist, your favorite people or the artists you listen to are like, also growing. That is such a good thing That is so overlooked. You know what I mean? Which is one of the reason I'm going to point to the camera right here. You. Yes, you. Those people, I'm going to explain why. In the Two Hollis video, people got really upset that I said I don't really love Future, because Future is one of those people that shows no growth. He's the same dude doing the same kind of stuff. There is absolutely no growth. He's in it for the fame and the money. Which is, hey, he writes really great shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting his writing as an artist stuff, but his personal stuff, I just want to see more growth. Yes, you had a massive international groundbreaking hit, but the next thing it come out, it's in the same realm. It's almost like he's afraid to break the success formula. Do you know what I mean? So I find it like, oh, he's just not for me, because, if with the non-growth, like if you don't grow, then I just listen to your hit. Why do I need to listen to your new shit? Because it sounds the same to me. You know? Cancel me all you want. I don't give a shit. But yeah, those were the women that I wanted to talk about. I wouldn't say they're niche or anything. If you happen upon this podcast and you're like, oh, these are more niche people, maybe, yeah. In hindsight, if they're not, Billboard people, but still, these people, these women, these incredible women need to not be overlooked. And I hope any of you who had the time, really just please go check out these women and what they put out and how do a little bit more digging and the road they led to here. And this is not me trying to listen to what I'm saying. This is not me trying to pull punches or be like, hey, I'm like a feminist thing. It's not that. It's just being a girl is very profound, especially at this day and age where you do have rights. We have a lot of rights. We have all the rights. But it seems so frugal, like our rights could be taken away so easily. Yeah. And if we don't support each other, I'm not saying go against anything. I'm just saying we should think of it like anytime you watch like a football movie and then it's about sportsmanship and they come together at the end and you watch, especially, I remember the really great ones called Remember the Titans by Denzel Washington. That's a great movie. That overwhelming of like, I am greater than myself because I'm part of the team and we reach this common goal, regardless how different we are and how much we don't like each other. That is kind of level of like united front that I aspire to. I don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm just going to say it now. Yes, some bitches are beyond safe. Some bitches you need to shut the fuck up. But for all of us, yes, including the ones, I want to have a world that we can be each other's allies no matter what. And if you're not, shame on you. But I feel like our first ally is ourselves, second ally is other women, and the final is everyone else. And before you even reach for other people's help or their allyship, you should do that for yourself and your fellow same sideline people, right? That makes sense, right? Okay. And also, just like I said, these are really talented women. Go look at their shit, especially Tierra Whack. Go look at her freestyle shit. It's going to blow you away. So that's today's episode. That's like a whole hour. Thank you for spending it with me. Make good decisions. And if there's anything you wanted me to talk about, please just DM me or leave me a comment. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. And you know what? I'm just going to be shameless. Share this to your friends. Share this to someone that you think would like it, or even just if you want to hate listen or hate watch, do that too. But anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.